Hi, I'm Sklar, and I'm an engineer on Foursquare's data team. Every day, all of the text that we write into social networks is constantly being analyzed by vast clusters of machines. So, don't you want to know what they're doing in there? Well, at Foursquare, I work with our tips corpus, and tips are little pieces of text that people write in places like restaurants or something, later to be surfaced by friends and strangers alike when the time is right. And our job is to bring you the best content, the right place at the right time. And we also want to give great recommendations. And the thing that you really need to give great recommendations, just like the basics, is to know which places are good and which places are not so good. And we get that by reading the tips. It's obvious you just read them as a human, but we need to do some machine learning in order to automate the process and figure out which places are good and which places are not so good. So we need a training set, and fortunately, users provide that for us, because on Foursquare, every place you can give it a heart, you can give it a broken heart, you match it up with the text that people leave, and all of a sudden we have a million training points, and we can train models in any language. It's a little messy sometimes. If you write a tip in Russian, you're actually 3 times as likely to hate the place than if you write a tip in Japanese. But we can correct for that, and so then when we put it all together, we can build some models, which I'll talk about in a minute. We'll build some models, we can give each tip a centered score, is it positive, is it negative, and then for each place on Foursquare, we kind of aggregate it all up, count the top and the bottom, we give each place a centered score, and then we can rank them all the way up from the very well-liked Brooklyn Museum, all the way down to the bottom, which in New York is the post office on 14th Street between First and A. If you're curious, this is the Moscow Passport and Visa Center. This is, according to Foursquare, the worst place in the world. We had lots of pictures of people waiting 12 to 14 hours trying to get their paper scans by Russian workers. There actually is free Wi-Fi at the place, which I think just increases people's ability to bad reviews. So how do we do our text classification? There are 5 different strategies that we employ. One is just pick out key terms. It's an obvious one. It's very clunky. It only works in one language, so it's good for a first pass. Then we train these end-to-end models on our training set and apply Bayes' rule, and that's been pretty successful with sentiment analysis. And now we're starting to do some other models that are like multi-layered models that are they could be called intelligent. That's where it starts getting really exciting. So here's an example of some of the intelligence that we gather on our phrases. This is the phrase to die for. And you can see of all the times it's been used 1,900 times in a positive sense, and 11 times in the sense of the person didn't like the place. So you see it's a really strong signal for being able to pull out what's good and what's not good. And so here are some of the examples of some of the words that provide really good positive and negative things. Let me look at these words in context too, so I'll put it not in front of you. So here's a visualization of what our sentiment tips looks like. This is Defar's Pizza. So the ones that are green are marked as positive. The ones that are red are marked as negative. It's a green place. We can actually drill down into the individual tips and see how each word contributes to the total score for that text. So this one, tip starting with bad, that has the largest negative score in this set. So this is the exciting part. We didn't just stop at sentiment. We trained a whole bunch of models, and we kind of combined them all together in this random forest. It's really exciting now. To create this whole quality score, and we're going to pick out what the good tips are and the bad tips are. That's what I was talking about before with finding good content. So if you go to a venue, you might want to know, like in a restaurant, you might want to know what to order there. But if we're going to ping you, we really don't want to ping you with something that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, so the shoe was here. That would really annoy our users. So being able to distinguish between the two of these, which you're now able to do, opens up a whole new category of products and features that we couldn't release before. So just to close, I want to say I want to give you a good kind of taste of what we're doing with natural language at Foursquare, and I hope that in the future some of these visualizations become a lot more widely available to the public, because I think they teach us a lot about how what we write is being interpreted by machines. Thank you.